Hi everybody, Pastor Kirk here. Memorial Day typically marks the beginning of summer, and you may have a big summer fun day planned, but don't forget the Lord's Day. And don't forget we can enjoy the fruits of prosperity and freedom in our country because of the greatest sacrifices made by courageous and dutiful Americans in war and peacetime service. Greater love has no man than this, Jesus said. Then he laid down his life for his friends. And his sacrifice atoned for our sins. Their sacrifice, our fallen American warriors, they have secured our liberties. And we're very grateful. That's this coming weekend. Last Monday, the first annual FOPC golf tournament was a brilliant success. We had beautiful weather, cloudy sunshine, cool breezes. It could have been blistering hot, but the Lord must enjoy watching golf. And what a first-class event it was. Masterful organization, an empire of high-spirited volunteers, and a beautiful course, Empire Ranch. Cliff and I were promoted to marshals, and we rode around in golf carts. Look out, gangway! How do you drive this thing? Where's the brake? Ah! It kept everybody on good behavior. If the paths were just a little bit wider, I might not have driven off the bridge at the 8th hole and ditched in the lake. But that was a good place, it turned out, to fill up my super soaker. All the proceeds of the tournament went to our G2G building fund, and we're going to announce the golf tournament tally this Sunday. People have asked, I hope we do this again. Will we do it again? Well, we have to. It says annual golf tournament. You can't have one annual golf tournament, right? Anyway, congratulations and thanks to the outstanding planning and hard work of the tournament team chaired by Rick Benstead. You guys did an outstanding job. Well done. This Sunday we continue to preach through the book of Acts. Last week we arrived in Ephesus ahead of the Apostle Paul. And this week Paul arrives and he begins a 2.5-week mission, planting a church in the Roman Empire's 4th largest city. And it is such a successful ministry that in 2.5 years, the whole economy and moral atmosphere of the city is affected, leading to a riot. You know, Ephesus is the premier archaeological ruin in the Greco-Roman world. It may be second only in size to Pompeii as an outdoor museum. Sunday, John Neunschwander and I will be preaching on Acts 19:1-20, radically committed. Here's what we're going to cover. John the Baptist versus Jesus of Nazareth. Pentecost reprised. Paul's daily lectures that impact the whole province of Asia. Spectacular healings that demonstrate the gospel's reality and power. And a notorious mishap that gets everybody's attention. It's kind of violent, but it's quite funny. And secret sins get confessed. The Ephesian church gets radically committed. So fasten your seatbelts. Have you noticed on a Sunday all of the newborns we have at church? Our nursery is busting at the seams. 15 babies in the baby nursery just last week. Over 30 little ones from birth through age 2. And I just want to say, way to go. Be fruitful and multiply. That's one of the Lord's commands that is pretty fun to obey. But that's also putting childcare pressure on us on Sunday mornings. Did you know that nearly 80% of our attendance on Sundays is at our 9 o'clock services? And that's the hour we are most in need of volunteers to staff our Sunday school and nursery. And I would just ask you to consider serving on Sunday during our 9 o'clock service, making that part of your worship. You don't have to do it every Sunday. You can do it every other week. But would you consider, Jesus said, the Son of Man, even the Messiah, the Son of God, didn't come to be served, but to serve. The Hebrew word for serve and the Hebrew word for worship, they're the same word. And I would just ask you to consider on a Sunday morning giving service by helping out with our nursery or Sunday school at the 9 o'clock hour. What else is going on in our church's life? Tim and Paulette, they've arrived in Romania with a missions team. They're going to put on 2 marriage conferences for Romanian churches. We're right on the brink of summer, right? Memorial Day usually marks the beginning. And summer has some of our most exciting children's programs. We still need volunteers, okay, to complete our sports, music, and adventure camps. You know, summer camps are often the spiritual turning point in many kids' lives. And few things are more exciting than partnering with God, being part of the beginning of somebody's lifelong faith commitment. So would you consider contacting the Children's Ministry Office? Add your name to the big volunteer sign-up board that is there. Did you know we have a health ministry at FOPC? This Sunday they're offering free blood pressure checks in the fireside room. Then on the first Sunday of June, they're hosting the Wayne Saunders Memorial Blood Drive from 8:30 to 12:15 right here on our campus. You know, Wayne was a big advocate and volunteer for our church's blood drives, and he passed away suddenly this year. And a great way to honor his service as a deacon would be, hey, plan to come to church and donate blood on June the 1st. Think about that this Sunday as we sing, "There's power in the blood." There's also life in the blood. Jesus taught us that by his sacrifice on the cross, but it's also a medical truth. Okay, that's all for now. I love you, church, and I'll see you on Sunday.